Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Cinnamon for those who don't know, and today we are doing a big, fluffy, voluminous braid out with only using 4 braids. Yup, you heard it right, only 4 braids and 4 braids only. So if you're interested in how I get a big, fluffy braid out, go ahead and keep watching. So my hair is already sectioned off. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with my aloe vera leave-in. If you don't know what's in this bottle, sis, I will link it up above, and watch it, girl, watch it. This spray bottle has brought my hair wonders. Wonders, sis. So I'm just gonna wet my hair. I'm not gonna let it get too wet. I'm just gonna let it get a little damp. And yes, I do see my ghetto ass fingernails. Please don't mind that. I am in the process of taking them off, but these two are just so stubborn. So I'm just rubbing that through using my prayer hands and really working it in before I put in my leave-in. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my TGIN Twist and Define cream and rub it all in between this section. I want to give y'all a quick snapshot of what this cream looks like. It's very creamy, not stiff at all. That's what I like about this product. I like creamier products because it makes me less scared of buildup. So I rub that between my hands and work it through with prayer hands as well. And I really want to work this product through my roots as well, because that part always looks a little bit too nappy for my preference. So just be sure you're getting the roots and the ends, especially them ends, girl. You want to think of your ends as the oldest, well, they are the oldest part of your hair, but you have to think of it as old people too. Old people need a little help, so slap some extra care on them edges, on the roots, on the ends, all of that, so that you can get the slickest, most defined braid out. And now we're going to start on the braids. You're going to want to split your hair into 3 sections. I'm not too good of a braider, so I'm not much help, but split your hair into 3 sections and then start to braid down. One thing that really helps my roots be not as nappy is to really pull tight at the base, okay? Here's a closer shot so y'all can kind of see there. Sorry, my fingers are in the way and these ghetto ass nails don't help. But go ahead and start to braid down, braid as tight as possible, and then slick your hair down as you braid. And if you start to notice any dry parts braiding down your braid, go ahead and just add some more product, no biggie. It'll definitely make the transition easier as you braid down. I know y'all can't see much of this angle, and I'm sorry about that, but as I go down and you run out of hair, I take 2 sections of that part and then just twist all the way down. I do not try to braid all the way down because it creates tangles for me. So if that's a problem for you, I highly recommend just twisting the braid down when you run out of hair. Here's a quick snapshot of how the first braid it's looking. It's shiny, it's juicy, it's nice. I love braid outs, y'all. They're so easy and quick. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the next section. One thing that I do highly recommend when doing a twist out, braid out, any type of style with your natural hair, if you want your hair to look a certain way or go a certain way, twist or braid in that way, if that makes sense. So y'all know I'm trying to cover my bald spot, so I'm going to braid my hair that way so my hair comes down that way. I hope this is making sense for y'all. I really do. So once again, I'm using my aloe leave-in, working that in, using my prayer hands, of course. I think for this section, I got it a little too wet, but it's not a big deal. Just make sure your hair is not dripping wet. So now I'm going to take some more of the TGIN leave-in and work that through my hair, of course. Make sure you're getting them edges, them roots, and them ends. So now I'm going to go ahead and start my braid. So go ahead and split your hair into 3 sections. And remember, when braiding down, make sure that base part is really tight. You want to braid tight all the way to the end, but that base part is very important. Don't forget to slick the part down as you're braiding down as well. And then once you get to the bottom and you're running out of hair, just twist that part up. So this is how my hair is looking. I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of the two braids. They're both very moisturized, braid tightly, and twisted down at the bottom. And as you can see, I don't do any certain parts or nothing. I just go by the grace of my hands. And since y'all already know what I'm doing, I'm just going to go ahead and speed through all this because y'all know. Y'all got the knowledge. So I'm finally done with all 4 braids. I want to say it took me like 10-15 minutes, not long at all. So I'm going to slap some extra product on the roots here because I'll be waking up with full on nap. My roots know how to suck up some product. And as you can see, I did braid my hair according to the side I wanted to lay on. So like I said before, if you wanted to lay to a certain side, braid it, twist it, whatever you're doing to it, to that side. So now I'm going to give y'all a quick snapshot of what my scalp is looking like. My hair is so white, y'all. I don't know why. I think the light is making it look much lighter than it actually was, but it's okay. As you can see, I didn't do any certain type of parting, none of that. Just me, myself, and the grace of God, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull this back and throw a bonnet on it and call it a night. So I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm also going to show y'all a quick clip of how much hair I lost. Alright, I'm back and it is the next morning, and this is actually how I ended up tying my hair. I tied it down with a satin scarf along the braids, and then I put a cotton, I think it's cotton, turban on the top so it wouldn't slip. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And this is how my hair is looking, y'all. So it looks moisturized, the braids look shiny, it's a little stiff, but once we take the braid out, it won't be. So I'm going to give y'all a quick 360 of my entire head so y'all can see what I'm working with. And then I'm going to take my aloe vera oil and rub it along the braids, along the top part of my hair, all that. This just ensures that when I'm taking out my hair, it's smooth and soft and not creating as much frizz. Now there's no getting away with getting zero frizz. That is impossible. If you have type 4 hair, you're always going to have some sort of frizz. So don't think putting this on will just eliminate all the frizz, because it won't. Now mind you, this is a fluffy braid out as well, so I want that frizz so my hair looks extra voluminous. So now I'm going to go ahead and start taking out the braids slowly. You want to get as less frizz as possible, so you don't want to be in a rush when doing this process. And it looks like I'm being rough with my hair, but I'm really not, y'all. When you get to know your hair, you know the limits you can go. And And this is what the first braid is looking like. It's nice, it's shiny, it's bouncy. It's still a little nappy at the roots, but not as bad as I'm used to seeing. So now we're just going to continue on with the rest of my head, and I think I'm going to speed it up too. And this is how my whole head is looking before I fluff it out. Looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And now we're going to start on the fluffing process. Now I don't really have an actual process for this step. I just kind of feel through my hair, see what can be a little bit more stretched out or separated, and go from there. Eventually I will take a pick and fluff it out some more, but I want to do as much fluffing with my hands as possible. This shirt keeps riding up, so don't mind that. It's super annoying while doing this process, but I'm continuing to fluff. I'll eventually bring out the pick. And I still don't really have a process for picking out my hair either. I just go wherever it looks a little flat and fluff from there. One spot that I always fluff is this backside here. It always looks like there's like no hair there. So I like to fluff there. I like to fluff the top just to bring out the most volume. One major part of fluffing, I guess this is one of the steps that I always do, I fluff the back, y'all. I flip my hair forward and I fluff the back just so that it looks like it's lifted from the scalp back there. It tends to look flat right in the back side there, and I don't like that. So just be sure to fluff that out as too. And this is what my hair is looking like, y'all. I don't know why the light is picking up so much crust, so I'm going to insert a few photos of how my hair is actually looking like in the light. And that pretty much completes this braid out tutorial. It's beautiful, it's fluffy, there's a lot of frizz, don't get me wrong, but that's what I wanted out of this fluffy braid out. So thank you so much for watching. I am going to give you a quick 360 of what my hair is looking like. Oh my god, the lighting is so off. It really is. But it's bouncy, it's fluffy, it's voluminous, as you can see in the photos, and I'm so happy with this look, y'all. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch me, little old me. And if you're interested in more, go ahead and like and subscribe. I do have an Instagram. I'll go ahead and link it right here on the screen at curlysin, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, bye.